HCMC stock news today. We obviously know that Philip Morris won that motion to dismiss. So HCMC now has up to 14 days, which is up to August 6th, to file a further amended complaint. And then the news there, the specific news there, is that as at yesterday, the 26th of July 2026, HCMC indicated that they will do so. This is what they wrote there. It says HCMC has 14 days to file a motion for leave to file a further amended complaint, which HCMC intends to do by said deadline. So that is the major news there. But what is there as well is that, or what we all need to know is that after that time as well, Philip Morris will also have a further 2 weeks to respond to this leave that HCMC will file. And then after that 2 weeks, then HCMC, after that filing from, after that possible filing from Philip Morris will definitely argue that HCMC doesn't have any case there, that it doesn't have any case there, and all that thing about combustion and combusting and not combusting. Indeed, that is what HCMC is going to possibly file in its further amended complaint. It is possibly what it's going to file there. It's going to demonstrate that there is combustion, because it didn't do that in the initial complaint. So Philip Morris is going to argue that that HCMC has nothing to say and all that. So, and then HCMC will now have to reply to that possible argument from Philip Morris, and then from there the judge will decide whether the case will go ahead or not. So, and if the case goes ahead, that's good, but if it doesn't go ahead, then everything is over. So, but fingers crossed, we believe that HCMC has an argument, has an argument in this regard, even though the FDA has indicated that there's no combustion. HCMC can indeed argue that there is combustion and all that stuff. So the fact that there is it is a complicated issue, but we're not going to go into that. But we want to believe that HCMC will be able to make a good argument in that regard, and the judge will be able to accommodate that, and we'll go ahead and see what comes out of it. So moving on, the stock closed at $0.0007, a retracement of 16.67%, and over 10 billion shares crossed the tape during that session. The stock has continued to retrace and retrace and retrace. You can see that it is now seriously bearish, getting seriously bearish. It is now bearish it is bearish in the medium term range within a longer term uptrend. So obviously we can see that this over the last 200 trading sessions, the trend has still remained a bullish one. Yes, because indeed at some point we had extensions, yes, no doubt, and amongst other things, yes, the stock was it ran up some gains in the past. So, but this 200-day moving average is a lagging indicator, so it is yet to catch up and reflect what's going on now. So, but if it's of any relevance, you can by all means make use of it. But all we can see that is that in the medium term it is very much bearish. The oscillators we are looking at here, they're all also very much bearish. The 14 period slow stochastic oscillator, even though it's also still pretty much bearish, it is not as bad. It's not reflecting a very poor graphics or rather it's not reflecting a green graphics like the stock itself, the moving averages. Momentum is completely poor at 30, indicating the stock is getting oversold. So it definitely, as we indicated, it is strongly bearish. Investors are selling shares and driving the price lower. The volume for yesterday, the 26th, was heavier than usual, trading 10.711 million shares versus an average of 3.66 billion shares during the last 12 months. The unbalanced volume indicator is bearish. The slope of that indicator is negative and suggests that buyers have lost interest. But I will tell you that it's not always like that. This whole picture doesn't tell you everything that's going on. We can see that this stock is retracing and it's also on high volume. What does that tell you? There's a good chance that what could that possibly be? Retracement on high volume. Yes, it's probably indicating that yes, people are probably more selling off. People are taking their money off and going to other stocks. But at the same time, it means that it's creating opportunity for people to get involved. At the same time, we don't have the total picture. We don't have all of that 10 billion shares. Indeed, some of them are buying. So, and I know that for sure that some of these major investment houses, the way they buy shares, they do it in such a way that they don't distort the market, they don't distort the price, so that they can get their position, they can get their position in place. So they buy them in very small in piecemeals that you wouldn't even really know. So in a case of a stock like HCMC, we have a market cap of $215.5 million. They probably not place anything more than $200,000 worth of buy transactions, probably within one day. For instance, if they are keen on HCMC, if they have plans of buying the stock. And I know that some of these value investment houses, this is how they buy them. The hedge funds or some of these other more glamorous ones, they would buy them they would probably come meet the management of HCMC and tell them and all they want to get involved, and then it becomes news. But I know that the ones that are managing the ones like Vanguard, for instance, they manage retirement funds and all that stuff. If they're going to invest in HCMC, and indeed you never know, they could still be investing in HCMC, investing the funds of their clients, and it's possible they could be doing that. Even though it looks like looks really dirty. You can see it's a sub penny stock. But never say never. The fact is that where you call dirty is where the money is where, as you are exiting it and going elsewhere, people are coming to take advantage of that. But the important thing is that the opportunity is there, and it's getting cheaper, it's retracing, but it hasn't even really run that far away from its moving averages. So if you're keen on picking up more shares, by all means go ahead and keep picking up. We just had to bring you this update. So thank you very much for watching this video.